return to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They begin the drive with Williams. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. When you look at the defense for these Texans, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. He'll get this down to the 38. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And it's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
On second down, Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack. And
when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken at around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson to throw. Incomplete here.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Denver's offense ready to go again. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
There he goes left side. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 31 yards there, a 1st down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
That's complete. It's Collins. And the result here, a pick and a lead. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 1 minute to go. Clock running and a back and forth first quarter of play.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Damian Pierce, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Texans have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken right about the 40. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
A solid stiff arm. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Will Anderson
showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in.
Smart move before that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Stroud looking to throw. He gets this one to Mechie.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And it was a stiff on there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Holding. Offense.
They'll line up with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 10. Now Stroud.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that were into the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. A touchdown on the ground there for Rashad Penny. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they lead the visiting Browns in that one at halftime. The Florida State product, Cam Akers, with a touchdown run. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now they're getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Pierce now up the middle. Pushing through the contact. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Wilson. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Wilson now off the bootleg. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion goes Patrick. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And a Greg Dulcich touchdown reception finished that drive off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Houston. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now he's free to midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. 112 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Stroud. And this is caught at the end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On the bootleg, Stroud. The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Texans are back within a score. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, old momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. This is 2nd and 8. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 119 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over first and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Shifts by him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dosich. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. Touchdown, Broncos! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Houston set to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Stroud to the air on first and 10. This one left side caught by Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a handoff for Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Stroud to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about. And the
Broncos get there and take him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so it went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On third down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. On the return is Cohen. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over. And now out comes Houston. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Texans on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 1st and 10, it's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Give to Pierce. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over about 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Stroud on 3rd down now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
All right,
right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Denver's offense now set to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. On 1st down, here's Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This is 1st and 10. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
Brandon's okay with the drill right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know that sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 1st down. Now Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud to throw it. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that
the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So now, after the clutch field goal, he's back out there to boot it away in what's now a tie ball game.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos.
And, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And, partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his own, got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. After this is locked in, they'll call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Well, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth down now defensively. Charles, you know they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Time to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense set to regain possession. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
On second down, it's Stroud.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, it certainly appears that the fears of the coaching staff came to the front on that one. They were worried all week about the lack of concentration in practice and a lot of drop balls, and we just saw another one there right here in the game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
This is fielded at the 27. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run it again with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? He'll get this one to Patrick. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring 1st half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the 2nd half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down.